Hello and welcome back to Crystal Wellness Studio. We are on our rock tumbling journey, and as you can see, we've got a lot to get through today. What you see before you is all in our 6-pound barrel. It's all Jaspers. We are running that Spiritite, Desert Jasper, Red Jasper, Yellow, Black Jasper, and what we now know is not really Zebra Jasper, but Chocolate, or sometimes called Brown Jasper. So all of these have been running in 6090 Coarse, and they're all at various stages of being in this grit. Our Yellow Jasper's been running since August. Some of this is now, hopefully will be ready to move forward to medium. But as the barrel keeps getting smaller and smaller because of loss of mass and splitting the batches because they're ready for higher stages of grit, we keep adding to the barrel to start new projects. So we've got about 6 projects in this barrel right now, and we are hoping that we're going to not have too much more left in it. It is December 2nd, and it's in Michigan, and we are freezing cold outside, and the snow started. So it's getting increasingly difficult to clean the barrels outside, which is the best practice. And I think next week we will have to do something different, and I'll video that so you'll see what we're talking about. So right now, we want to make these videos shorter. They've been getting rather lengthy due to the content. We have a lot of barrels going. I would like to start separating the barrels from the media. I would like to do the inspection of the media off camera from now on. The cleaning of the barrels will be done off camera. The separating and most of the inspection is going to be done off camera. And I know in the beginning I poo-pooed that, but we're getting to have too much quantity, and unless you want these videos to be 3 hours long, we're going to have to shorten up the stages somehow or break them up into multiple videos. Now, what I would like you guys to do is put in the comments, what is your ideal length for these rock tumbling videos? Would you like them to be 30 minutes, an hour? You don't care if they're 2 hours long, or you want them 15 minutes? I mean, let me know, because I would like to make some decisions based on what the audience actually wants to see. Again, we're doing this video journal for a full year. It's a project that we're doing, and we're going to see it through, winter or not. And let's get started. Enough of the commentary. Let's get started on our rocks. All right, we were going to start with our Spiritite. Okay, I'll be right back. Spiritite. It's a beautiful stone. It's multicolored, feels very soft. Oh, camera's over here today. It's really quite beautiful. The name is a brand name, so I really don't know for 100% sure what kind of stone this is. It's mined out of Mexico, and we're waiting for a vendor to get back to us. A druzy pocket there. These look like cracks, but it's just the pattern. It's not really a crack at all. It's really smooth. Just going to show you some of these pretties. Excuse me. Look at that. That is so neat. I think most of this is really wonderful. That flash you're seeing is a little bit of druzy. This is a druzy pocket where the crystals come out. There's another one right there. Normally I'd keep smoothing this down and smoothing this down and smoothing this down because they can be grit catchers. I don't know. I'm gonna make up my mind on what we're gonna do with these. It's a bigger druzy pocket. This is just getting beat up. The rocks are hitting it and it's just causing damage. And it's bigger than it was last week. And we have to pull this out and see what the deal is. That's just wild. Just wild. Little druzy pockets again. I think when we have these druzy pockets, if they're smooth, we might, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. If they're smooth, I think we might move them forward, but I don't know. Like this one's feeling porous. And that looks like a lot of grits in there. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know today. It's very cold outside. It's snowing. My hands are still frozen. I think kind of my brain froze. Spiritite. It's just beautiful. Alright, we're going to finish this inspection offline to shorten the video. We'll see what's going on with our next little beauties. Some of them are getting really tiny. Make great pebbles for the Zen Garden project. Yeah, let's look at that. All of these are from these are pebbles from various batches. And we're starting to collect them. And when we get enough, we'll start selling them on the website as Zen Garden boulders. I know they're pebbles, but for the Zen Garden, they'll be boulders. It's all in your perspective. Okay, put those back. Now let's move on to our yellow Jasper. This is going to go really fast this week. There's hardly any left. Almost everything has been set aside for medium. And this was just the last couple of pieces that we just wanted to smooth up some final problems. And we're almost there. I don't know. Sometimes these stones just become garden stones or plant stones because they're just never gonna do what we want them to do. That is a beautiful druzy pocket. The crystals inside there. I think that you can move this one to medium. I think that pocket's large enough that we can do a good rinse and do a good clean so that we can get the grit out of there. That's just beautiful. Yeah, I think this one's ready for the medium. Look at that pattern. Yellow Jasper. Starting to change my mind on what I consider a flaw. That is a chip. That has to be smoothed out and repaired. And I think as it stays in the 60-90 grit, it's just going to open up these druzy pockets more. That's little sparkly crystals you see. That's a fracture line. Yeah. That is not going forward. That is a druzy pocket that got completely cleaned out. If you tilt it on its side, well, you get a little bit of flash from the light. You can see a little bit of the crystal down there. There's that error there. Not error, but a flaw that I'd like worked out. Okay, that's it for the yellows. I think we only had one piece ready to move forward. Okay, now we have our chocolate, which the camera is showing up kind of. There we go. Looked black for a moment there, but it really isn't. It's just brown. Feels super smooth. I don't know if this corner is ever gonna do what we want it to do. Maybe this one. That is just in the stone. Oh, that one's stuck. We're inspecting them dry this week, so we can really see the flaws. These have just been running and running and running. And it can stay in 60-90 until it does what we want it to do. We've pulled the rest of it for medium. Oh, peekaboo. It looks like a little eye looking out at you. Alright, we're done with our brown Jasper. I don't think anything's ready to really move forward. Okay, we'll be back with black. Black Jasper. Not all that popular. It's a rarer Jasper, actually. I think that's ready to move forward. Oh, wow, that is so smooth. But we really wanted to see if there's any flaws left. Still a little damp. This is ready for medium, most definitely. Let's look at it wet. Oh. This is the shine I'm hoping for. It's really brilliant shine by the time we're finished. Almost glass-like. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, this is definitely ready to move to medium. Let's see about our other ones. It's got a little bump there that could get ground out. I'm getting very impatient, and it's been something I've been struggling with this entire journey. But we're going to give it another week. Looks like a scratch. It's just the coloration. Okay, I'm going to say all but this one piece is ready to move forward to medium. I just really want that rough spot ground out a tad, so that will stay. Red Jasper has these little interesting circles of druzy that's popping open now. Look at that, that's got another round circle. You can see the Jasper banding inside that. And then there's another one. All the circles on this one, and they're like perfect little circles. I think I'm going to actually let this one go forward. Those are smooth. That's an actual hole, but I'm hoping it's going to be large enough that we can work with it. So this is the red Jasper. It's very smooth. The edges are nice. Again, that's just, you can see it, but it's smooth. I don't know. Normally for that, I would hold it back. got a lot of little black specks in this. Interesting red jasper. I think most of this is ready to move forward. We're going to do a really close inspection. These are our reds. And these are our reds wet. Really pretty stone. It's one of the few genuine brick red stones there are to be found in nature. This is really interesting. This entire batch has a lot of the black specks. And you never know when you're ordering your red jasper because sometimes it has none of this in it at all. I kind of like the specks. It gives it more interest than just a flat color. It feels good in the hand too. I think a lot of this is going to go forward. Alright, we'll be right back with our desert jasper. Isn't that pretty? Look at all these. Look at this. Oof, just has all kinds of stuff going on there, including this great big pocket, which I'm not a fan of. Oh, those orbits. So cool. So this desert jasper has not been running as long as the others. I think it needs a little more work, but it's almost there. Wow, look at that one. See, and then you just have these little tiny bits. I'd still like to see worked out. Gosh, that's amazing. And you got this blue tip on it. Almost looks like a scene, like here's your sea and your sandy beach, your cliffside. Gosh, it's beautiful. See it wet? Whew, doggies. This is a cool piece. Okay, that's it for our combined jasper barrel. I have no idea what else we've got going on. I'm sure there's more somewhere else. So what we're going to do is a really good inspection, and I'm going to do it off camera to save time, to figure out what's going to move on to medium and what's going to stay in 60-90 grit. Okay, we'll be back with our next barrel. Here we have our Chrysoprase. It has been 60-90 grit since October 26th, and today's December 2nd, so 6 weeks. We have some chips over here we've already separated out, only 3 this week. And while this is not feeling as smooth as the Jaspers, it is progressing nicely. So a lot of cracking and fracture lines in this. Here's a little druzy pocket. That host rock is pretty porous. Some beautiful colors in this one. I don't know what to do with this. After 6 weeks, there's still some sharpness. That's still really rough, this whole edge. I don't know. It's getting pretty small. It's really pretty. Little druzy pocket. See, there's a little bruising there. There wasn't enough ceramic media. Keep it from getting knocked around. These are all like little pebbles. It's a whole quartz seam. Now when we call it a druzy pocket, it's when the crystal pocket opens up and you can see the crystals inside. If it hasn't opened up yet, it's just called a seam. Dropping a little knowledge. These are all looking kind of bruised. There wasn't really that much ceramic media in there. I don't know what we're going to do with this. I think after 6 weeks in coarse, I think it's just time to move it to medium and see if that helps refine it any. Because really, I mean, other than that one piece, all these edges are rounded. We're just not getting that lovely. So you can still see that it's kind of rough textured. We might move this ahead to medium and see what happens. If it doesn't look smoother and if it doesn't look like it's feeling better, we can always bring it back. Not everything retumble will be successful. Chrysoprase. It's gotten undercut and banged up pretty bad. Okay, be back with our next barrel. Peach Aventurine has spent 1 week in medium 120-220 silicone carbide grit, and it is looking fantastic. It's feeling really nice. It's got some beautiful coloring. I'm seeing a little damage on this one. So set it aside. Again, it seems to be drying rather quickly here. It's nice and warm in our studio. Oh, beautiful. I didn't see any chips per se when I inspected this, but I did find some really small pieces. So I think these are going to go into our Zen garden project because they're really super little, but they're getting really beautiful. It's pretty big for the Zen. All these pebble sizes. Oh, look at the color on that one. Gosh, if it would have retained its mass, it would have been amazing. That's an internal fracture line. You cannot feel that. So I think all of these are going to go to the Zen Garden project. Almost looks like the same color as my hand. Huh. Okay, let's set those aside for the Zen Garden. This is that one we've been watching. For some reason, it kind of reminds me of an angel. I don't know why. Not real happy about that seam. There's nothing really I can do about it. Been watching it from the beginning. It's a pale piece, almost yellow. Beautiful. So what we need to decide here is if these are ready to move on to 500 pre-polish, or do they need another week in medium? And with it being a hard stone, a MOHS hardness 7, I'm almost thinking, I mean, it feels smooth, but it's not quite there. Again, if somebody could invent feel-o-vision, that would be awesome. I don't know, I'd kind of really like these to go another week in medium, I think. I mean, they're close. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to go one more week in medium. This is a really cool stone. I really, really like it. Alright, I think all of this will go back into medium for one more week. Be right back with our next barrel. Here's our Tiger's Eye, both golden and blue. Fun fact, the blue is also called Hawk's Eye or sometimes Falcon's Eye. But blue Tiger's Eye is just stunning. Now this was in medium for 1 week, the 122.20. And I think it's ready for 500 pre-polish. At least this little tiny piece. Feels amazing. This is a piece of the golden. And now this was a tiny little repair barrel because we've got Tiger's Eye held aside waiting for stuff to catch up to 500 polish. So we have a bigger barrel. And I think this is... at least these two pieces are ready to combine with it. Not crazy about that corner. It feels smooth, it's just an optical. Here's another piece, the golden. Top and bottom feels fine. Yeah. Piece of the blue. Almost looks black. Yeah, let's see if I can bring the light on here. That would help. Blue Tiger's Eye is really, really pretty. Oh. It's kind of drying on me here. This one's really flat. Looks like pitting, but it's not. Wow, this is super cool. The way that just curves. Yeah, it looks like some damage. Set it aside. Yep. Catches just a little bit, so we'll set it aside. Oh, wow. I've been watching that since the beginning. Okay. I think these are ready for 500. I love it when stuff moves forward. Wow. Weren't very many pieces, but they needed to catch up, so we put them in our 1.5 pound barrel. And now they caught up with the others that are all been waiting for 500. We have 2 pieces that could still use a little bit more work, so we'll set those aside and move the rest forward. Okay. Tiger's eye. Be right back. We have another mixed barrel. This one has Amethyst, Clear Quartz, and Golden Quartz. And this has been running in 120-220 medium silicone carbide grit since November 23rd, and today's December 2nd. So it's been 2 full weeks in medium. And it's just looking beautiful. Such a nice deep purple color. Let's see if I can adjust this here. Really pretty. Starting to dry. Feels fantastic. And this might be ready to move to 500. After 2 weeks in medium, it's ready for 500. So we'll move that aside. Being a little bit damp. My fingers are sticking a little bit on it. Just beautiful. Gotten really tiny. Our great big chunks are not ready to move forward. We had to set those aside and put them on hold. until, I don't know why, where it went, but I think we had to put it back in for another rough stage, so it's on, or another coarse stage, so it's on hold somewhere. I just don't see it right at the moment. So we had some pretty big pieces in there. I think we're setting it aside to run with another amethyst. So these are little tiny pieces. Let's see. Just tiny. That's a really super deep purple. Kind of disappointed we didn't have more amethyst move forward. But as we discussed last week, it was a pretty poor, I mean, even though it said it was a AAA quality or extra quality, I think they were talking about the color because the condition of the rough was really banged up. And it needs some outside help, like with a Dremel or a tile saw before it can move forward. So these are all we have left of our little amethyst. Okay. These here. And they feel so smooth, we will move these forward into 500. Okay. Now, here's the clear quartz. It's also been in that barrel. Oh, thank goodness, that's just a piece of dirt. Piece of leaf from outside. This is feeling very smooth. I think that this will be ready for 500 as well. I mean, there's little imperfections in it, but you're never going to get those out, not with the quartz. I was looking at the beginning videos of this quartz, and it kills me that I ran it. They were beautiful points, and I should have just left them. But we're rock tumbling, so that's what that batch was purchased for, was to tumble. Still, they feel so lovely. It's a little bruising there. Can't feel it though. Is that under? Wonder when we're done if it's still going to be frosted, because this was really clear when we started. Wow. It's a nice big chunky piece. Feels really good in the hand. Wow. These are nice big palm pieces. See the inclusion in there. Yeah, I'm not seeing any chipping. I'm not finding any real problem with these, so I'm very happy with that. These are ready to move to 500. There's that little tiny piece that we had. This one, I think, might become a Zen stone. We'll see. I mean, it is really tiny. It's going into the Zen garden. Wow. Okay. So that's it for our clear quartz. And now we're going to move on to our honey quartz. Or golden quartz. Be right back. Golden quartz, also known as a healer quartz. It's really wonderful. It's held its mass, it's nice sized pieces, feels really, really good. Oh. I love these. After 2 weeks in medium, it's ready to move forward to 500 aluminum oxide pre-polish. Wow. Good Lord, that's beautiful. Wow. And that's dry. Let's take a look at it wet. Good Lord, I love this piece. Okay, we need to make these videos shorter. Moving along. Oh, look at the rainbow! Oh, that's so cool! There's a little rainbow flash inside there. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Isn't that fortunate? This is so close, like you can see my finger move behind it. You can see the rainbow on the other side too. Oh, that's the inclusion. That is deep inside there. Wow, that's amazing. That is so super cool. How lucky were we that we got to see that? It's been buried in the earth for millions of years, and we got to see it. That was truly special. Let's look at that again. And that's dry. Boy, that is so cool. Holy cow. Okay. I was just mesmerized by that. I'm sorry about taking so much time with it, but it was beautiful and you needed to see that. Oh, looky, there's another little one. Healer Quartz, I'm telling ya. It's Golden Healer Quartz. That's really cool. Okay. I think this is going to move forward as well. Just the feel of it is really amazing. It is so silky smooth. And it's only been in 220. Wait till it gets all the way through. This is really cool. To see the different layers, see how they were developed. Uh-oh. Oh, it's actually under. Okay, our Golden Healer Quartz. Is all of them, all three will continue on. In the same barrel, and we'll see it next week after 1 week in 500. Okay, let's move on to our next barrel. Labradorite. Look at all that labradorescence shining at us. Isn't this stunning? That is so beautiful. So all of our Labradorite caught up, and it's all in the same barrel now. It's all the same stage of grit, which is the 120, 220. We actually took this back it was at a higher stage, and we needed to repair it because it had been beat up pretty bad in polish. So we brought it all the way back to medium to do a repair, and I think it was really, really worth it. It feels really delightful. There's a little bit of fracturing, but we can't help that. It's the nature of the stone. It's feeling really, really good now. And I feel fairly confident after taking a really good look at this that it will be ready to move back to 500. We're going to need several wash cycles. That's still really rough there. We may set this one aside so it doesn't contaminate the other stones. And this is why we inspect each stone. Ooh. Very pretty. So we will continue on inspecting these. Put them through a wash cycle, inspect them again because they can get damaged in the wash. And they still look good. We'll put them back in, or we'll put them into 500 pre-polish, which is aluminum oxide. It will leave the silicone carbide stages. Very pretty. These are really small. These are pretty small sizes now. Whew. But they've got some lovely, lovely flash. I think they have more flash now than they had before. And I think what happened is the grit ground down another layer and got us to some more. Oof. This is just really, really pretty. Oop. Okay, lovely Labradorite. Definitely going to go through a wash cycle. There's a couple that are really, really super small, and we're going to pebble those up. Put those in the Zen garden. Very nice. Yep, much happier now that it's been through that repair. And that's what we got to do when it doesn't turn out the way we want it. We bring it back a stage. I think that one's going to be a problem child too. Okay. We will be back with our Howlite. Howlite. Isn't it beautiful? It is so stunning. It feels so lovely. It's been 1 week in medium, and we're just loving it. Oh my gosh. Oh, and this piece stayed huge. Love that. Got the camera on super close up on this. Look at the patterns. Absolutely beautiful. I didn't find any chips when I went through and did a quick inspection after the rinse, and I'm very pleased about that. There's still a little bit of grainy grit on here, so it's going to go through 3 or 4 wash cycles until the water runs absolutely clear, and then we're going to move it to 500. So a lot of barrels moving forward. Our 60-90 barrels are going to stay, But they might get combined because they're the Chrysoprase and the Jaspers are both the MOHS 7. So we might combine that one barrel. And not sure if we're going to add anything new to it. It's all in that 60-90. Because it's December and it's really cold outside to clean those barrels. So as some of these barrels are working their way some of the barrels are working their way down and we're losing mass, I'm not refilling them. I have 4 empty already. And I'm going to leave them at least for December that way. Because it's just so cold out until we find a really good way to clean them during the winter without ruining our household pipes. Yeah, we're not going to run those barrels, which I feel like is a waste of time, because, you know, time's escaping us. Can't believe we're almost halfway through our first year. Can't believe we've been doing this for so long, and we only have one barrel that actually made it all the way through polish. Live and learn. This is really crazy. Look at how beautiful this patterning is. Such a peaceful, calming stone. I love all the different patterns. We even have one in here that's kind of gray, you know, compared to the others. It's like it doesn't have that deep white. It's more gray. You see what I'm talking about? That's kind of cool. Yeah, these are looking fantastic. I don't see why these can't go forward to 500. I don't really believe. I mean, it's a softer stone. I think it's like a MOHS hardness 3.5, 3.5. I don't really think it needs more time in medium. I think it's ready to move to polishes. Wow. Yeah, it's really gritty. I didn't rinse this because, again, it's freezing cold and snowing outside. Didn't rinse it as well as I should have. So I can still feel the grit on here. But wash cycles will clean that up. Well, in case you don't know what a wash cycle is, it's when we take the ceramic media and the barrel and the stones and we put, instead of putting grit, we put Dreft baby soap. The reason I use that brand is because it's chemical free and it won't damage the stones. It's very soft and mild detergent. And we need to get the inside of the barrel really clean, so I clean it with like Palmolive dish soap and with a sponge, rinse it really super well. And then I put the stones back in it and I put the ceramic media in it, and everything gets a wash cycle, all of it. And it'll run for a couple of hours, and I will rinse everything out really good with cool water, and then we put more Dreft in and more water and let it run again 2-3 times until the wash water runs clear. And now the first wash water comes out really black, and the second one comes out like a dirty gray, and then the last one comes out almost a clear gray. So it's usually 4 before it comes out clear. That is a damaged stone. I'm going to pull it back so it doesn't infect the others. Not infect, but this pandemic has got us all thinking the same thing. Don't want it to further damage. And see, that is a chip. And I did not find that chip in the ceramic media. Anything we find damaged, we pull out. And we're not going to throw it away. We're not going to, anything like that. We're just going to hold it back for another run. Probably medium. I don't think it'll need a coarse because it's such a soft stone. But the next time we run Howlite, we'll toss those stones in there. They'll just be waiting for a while. So another one that's kind of gray. Super cool patterns. Really happy with this Howlite. I mean, it's been an easy tumble. Been pretty happy with it. It's just beautiful to look at. Patterns are really mesmerizing. And again, it's a peaceful, calming stone. Oh, there's some ceramic media. A lot. Wow. I can't wait till this is finished. It's gonna be so nice. Okay. We spent a lot of time on the Howlite today. Oh, this is the one that has a little bit of the yellow. Which, if I'm not mistaken, might be from an iron mineral. Put it in the comments if you know for sure. I'd like to know. Oh, it's a little baby one. Little baby. It's kind of big for the Zen garden. I might put these two in the Zen garden because it needs Howlite. Okay, Zen garden it goes. The rest of this is going back in the barrel for the wash cycle. We will see you in a moment with our Unakite. Unakite. Part epidote, part feldspar. Isn't it a beautiful stone? It's perfect for your heart chakra. It's lovely. Both the green and the pink. Now, this has been running 1 week in 500 pre-polish, and let's see. I still feel a little bit of polish residue. I don't think I want to run this another week. In the 500, I'm going to move it to the 1000. Wow, almost everything got moved forward this week. Wow. Really pretty. I love the shape of this. Yep, no chips in the barrel, no chips in the media. It's a little slurry left over. This one's like all epidote. I think we had 2 in here that was all epidote. Maybe this one. Now, this stone is, because of the 2 different kinds of stone that's in it, makes it metamorphic. And it's prone to undercutting and a little bit porous. There's some quartz right there. I got this on super magnification. Yeah. These are just beautiful. Beautiful. A lot of quartz in that one. I think we're going to move it to the 1000 pre-polish. My gosh, we might have some finished product by Christmas. Oh, that's a really good chip. It got banged up. That's all epidote. We're gonna Zen garden this one. Okay. Oh, you know, that could probably go in the Zen garden too, because it is just such a little one. There are some garden stones. A lot of Spiritite in there. There's a Howlite we just put in. A clear quartz. Yeah. Masonite's in here. Yellow Jaspers. Zen garden's getting really pretty. That project's going to be fun when it's finally finished. Alright. This has been a good week. We're really cold. The snow is starting. And we had nothing that went into the garden stones. I take that back, we had one stone that went to garden. We had one stone that had like 3 little chips in it. And 2 barrels that are staying in their current coarse stage. And every other barrel is moving forward. And I think we're going to combine the 2 coarse barrels, which was all those Jaspers. And for the life of me, I can't remember what the other one was. My Chrysoprase. So the Chrysoprase is also MOHS Hardness 7. And I think we're going to be able to move down into some smaller barrels. We have some free. I am in a quandary. I really, really, really want to move some stuff and start some new things, but it's so cold and cleaning them is going to be a problem. So, I don't know. I have to make some decisions on how we're going to clean it in these winter months, because so many up here in the north will stop stop rock tumbling because it's so cold out. I don't know. Things to think about. If some of you are in the north and you rock tumble, please put it in the comments what you guys do for cleaning the barrels so you don't damage your pipes. I'm thinking we just rinse them into buckets and dump the buckets outside, but I kind of want to hear what people do. Do they halt production, so to speak? How do they hold their product over? Yeah, I'm curious. How do other people do it? I will see you guys next week. We'll see you guys soon. I hope you have a fantastic week. Leave comments, hit subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.